right. Good morning and shalom. This is Elder Boaz here. Well, out here early in the morning, getting after it. And the goal this past couple of weeks has just definitely been to stay productive. There's a lot of things that need to get done on and off the land. And, I'm just definitely looking forward to summer. It is hot out here. It's going to probably be about 90 degrees today. And, hey, it is hard work. It is definitely hard work. And as you see, we have the trusses up. But it was a difficult thing to get those trusses up, even with 3 men, and we needed an additional individual. And it was hard to find. It took us about 3 days to find somebody to help us put up these trusses. And, it just goes to the condition of society across the board. I mean, me personally, when I look at, what's going on in this world, I see how it affects all people. And, whether doesn't matter your race or religion. And, just what I'm seeing for the most part across the board is definitely, again, the importance of having and the lack of good, strong, solid workers. And, when you're trying to accomplish anything, when you're trying to build something, when you're trying to grow something, it's going to be important to, have people that are reliable and have good work ethic. And what we're finding more and more is that it's very difficult to find people that has good work ethic. And, what do you do in a situation like that? I mean, it's just a grueling thing to look out and see the condition of society today. And this is why it's important for the younger men, whether it's men or women, to be taught right and taught and raised right, so that when they go on, they have real skills, real assets, real relationships, real friends. And the only way that we're going to deal with this situation is through the younger generations. And this is why it's so important. And we're having another RTA call this weekend for the young men that are truly have a passion and have a desire to produce something that's greater than themselves and produce something for themselves, something that cannot be taken from them, and that you can use to grow in your own family one day. All these real skills, all these real abilities that's going to allow you to, really make something of yourself. And, growing your own food. I mean, I'm out here in part of Western Kentucky, and you see all this, it's GMO corn, but, the idea is that they grow their food. And then you look at this right here in this house, and then you see this garden behind me. I don't know if the sun is just all in my face, but they are growing their little tomatoes, the little, squash. They're growing their own little thing as well. And, it's so important to be able to know how to, grow your own food. And this is one of the greatest opportunities, I think, out there. Because, when I look out and what's going on, online, YouTube, Facebook, and it's just not looking real good. You're going to have to get around people that can teach you something, that can lead and guide you. I mean, you have a lot of lost people out there, really lost, and, they don't know what the hell is going on about nothing these days. And, that's why it's so important for the, if you're a woman, or if you're a young woman, if you're a woman, period, get up under an elder woman, a virtuous woman, that's going to be able to teach you something. And hey, man, I realize there's a few of those out there, if not many. Not many of those out there. And, if you're a man, if you're a young man, get up under somebody that can teach you something. Get up somebody that, that's an elder that's doing something that you can verify and see because it's bad. It really is bad. And so the idea is that if you're younger, definitely. If you're even older as well, but the idea is that learn something real, learn something that is going to be able to put a roof over your head and food in your belly. And do it in such a way that you're in tune with, the ways of the creator of the universe. Because, I firmly believe that this is how we should be living. We should be a self-sufficient people. And if you're not self-sufficient, you allow these bankers, these crooks, these politicians to, just dominate every aspect of your life because you're dependent on them. And this is what we have to get into the younger generations. I'm talking about 20 and under. This is what we're going to have to be getting, 30 and under. I mean, this is what you're going to have to be getting. And it is hard work, but, it always pays off in the long run. I mean, I tell you, some days we get back after putting up these trusses or setting these posts, man, and we are exhausted. But, we know that we put our hand to the plow. Could you imagine working out? I work in the greenhouse. I work on my garden as well. Out here in the 90-degree heat, or let alone running a small nursery in operation. Could you imagine how it feels after a hard day's work? But hey, at the end of the day, it was worth it. So you're going to have to train your mind and your spirit to love hard work, because nothing in life, especially when it comes from the creator of the universe, the Most High, he ain't giving nothing out for free. I mean, everything that you have, everything that he's given is set upon a set of conditions that you have to meet. And most oftentimes I found is that it requires you to do something, produce something in order to get something. And we live in a something for nothing generation where somebody wants something for nothing. That is just going to damn and doom us all if we don't produce good, solid men and women that is going to be able to really do something better for society as a whole. So I'm going to get after it out here. You stay encouraged and work hard, and don't be afraid of hard work. And I look forward to hearing, as well as many of the other elders, are looking forward to hearing the questions of the young brethren, and so that we can lead and guide you in the right direction. Because there's a lot of people out there that are talking the talk, but there's few that's walking the walk. And so that's what we have. That's what's going to be going on. And you stay blessed. All right. Shalom. See you out there.